thick like the mud, whispers in the dead pines, smelling the rust. Ain't no salvation round this dusty holler, just empty whiskey jugs and a broken promise. I reckon the preacher done lost his mind, leaving the flock completely behind. Lord Almighty, the crows are gathering nigh, shadows getting longer beneath the bleeding sky. Y'all feel that chill? It's creeping up the spine. Welcome to Blackwood, where the well runs black. Cross that broken bridge, ain't nobody coming back. We buried the truth beneath the weeping willow. Now the ghosts are awake, standing at your pillow. Yeah, the devil's collecting, he don't take no slack. Reckon I knew her before the blight, sweet as honeysuckle, swallowed by the night. Sheriff just looked away, took his silver pay. Now the ground is sour, ain't nothing left to say. Y'all brought the matches, I brought the gasoline. Dust bowl choked the life right out the dirt. Nothing left but the gnawing of the hurt. Stitched a man a burlap, stuffed him full of straw, bound him to a wooden cross, defying holy law. Bled a black rooster right upon his feet, praying to the shadows for a bounty we could eat. Roots are digging deeper, drinking up the red. Stalks are growing taller, feeding on the dead. Y'all hear that rustling? He's stepping off the pole. Welcome to the harvest, where the corn grows tall. Ain't no place to hide when the shadow starts to fall. Sickle in the moonlight, reaping what you sow. The scarecrow's walking heavy, and he ain't got far to go. Yeah, the soil is mighty thirsty, and it wants another soul. To the sound of my neighbor screaming loud, found him in the furrow, wrapped up in a shroud. Burlap sack was smiling, pitchfork dripping wet. Reckon this is how you pay off the devil's debt. Y'all lock your door, heading for the fields. I said, welcome to the harvest, where the corn grows tall. Ain't no place to hide when the shadow starts to fall. Sickle in the moonlight, reaping what you sow. The scarecrow's walking heavy, and he ain't got far to go. Yeah, the soul is mighty thirsty, and it wants another soul. Sun's coming up, bird laps stand dark. Lord, forgive my sins. Sweat blinding my eyes, dust choking my lungs. Swinging his 9-pound hammer, speaking in unknown tongues. Captain's riding the roan, shotgun resting on his thigh. Watching us broken sinners, waiting for one to die. Reckon the dirt road's thirsty, drinking the blood we shared, sleeping in iron cages, wishing that we were dead. Hear that metal clanging, ringing across the yard. Suns are beating down heavy, and the clay is baked real hard. Y'all see those buzzards? They know the boss is ruled. Down on the chain gang, where the iron bites the bone. Ain't no letters from home, ain't nobody to mourn. Swing it for the warden, swing it for the preacher's wife. Trading my sweet freedom for a rusty prison knife. Yeah, the devil's the overseer, and the shift is never done. Buried the Alabama kid just before the dawn. Didn't even say a prayer, boss just said move on. Gonna take the captain's keys when the midnight rolls around. Leave 'em bleeding in the mud, listening to the hound. Y'all keep on swinging, I'm breaking the line. Trading my sweet freedom for a rusty prison knife. Yeah, the devil's the overseer, and the shift is never done. Dogs are barking loud, swamp's mighty dark. Smoke thick as molasses in the boiler room heat, stacking marked chips from the fools I'd done cheat. A lady walked in with a veil black as night, gators in her eyes, something just ain't right. Reckon I'm the best that the Delta's ever seen, but I never played a hand with the voodoo queen. Paddle wheel turning, churning up the muddy clay. Cards are getting heavy and the lights are fading gray. Y'all smell that sulfur? The dealer's about to deal. Down on the river where the water burns alive, ain't no cheat code gonna help your soul survive. Bet the ace of spades on the devil's wooden wheel. Now the riverboat is sinking and the judgment's mighty real. Yeah, the house always wins when you gamble with the dead. She flipped over the joker and her skin fell apart. Saw a ribcage showing where she ought to have a heart. River started rising, flooding through the double doors. Skeletons in suits washing up upon the floors. Y'all take the winnings, I'm going overboard. Judgment's mighty real. Yeah, the house always wins. Sun beating down, blister in the bone, riding this dun horse miles from my home. Got a 10-star pin on a bloodstained vest, tracking the devil through the wicked west. Reckon the trail's getting mighty cold, chasing the phantom for a fist full of gold. Dust devil spinning across the alkali, vultures are circling in the pale blue sky. Y'all hear those hooves? He's waiting in the brush. Welcome to nowhere, where the shadows grow tall. Reading my own name painted on the wall. Pulled out the iron, but the barrel is rusted. Ain't no lawman here that can never be trusted. Yeah, the hunter is the hunted, and the trap is set. but silence and blood on the floors. Saw my own reflection in the whiskey glass. Realized I died in the mountain pass. Y'all keep the bounty. I'm already a ghost. Welcome to nowhere, where the shadows grow tall. Reading my own name, painted on the wall. Pulled out the iron, but the barrel is rusted. Ain't no lawman here that can never be trusted. Yeah, the hunter is the hunted, and the trap is set. Sun's going down, ain't nowhere to ride. I reckon this is hell. Him rope cord thick and mighty rough. Hangman's knot gets us strong enough. Whole town watching in the morning mist, crossing off names on a bloody list. Reckon I'm the law when the judge goes blind, leaving all the mercy way behind. Wooden trap door groans beneath the boot. The ravens gather looking for the loot. Y'all feel that cold breeze, it's time to swing. Pull the lever down, let the sinner fall. Ain't no redemption when you hear the devil call. 13 steps up to the wooden frame. Every single ghost whispering my name. Yeah, the hangman's rich, but his soul is black. But his soul is black. Hung a young boy just the other week. Looked me in the eye, didn't even speak. Found out later he didn't hold the gun. Now a shadow follows me, blocking out the sun. Y'all wash your hands, mine are stained red. Let the sinner fall. Ain't no redemption when you hear the devil call. 13 steps up to the wooden frame. Every single ghost whispering my name. Yeah, the hangman's rich, but his soul is black. Ropes swinging slow, wood's mighty cold. Ain't no forgiveness here. black lung cough, and the lantern's glowing dim. Mountains got a hunger, tearing limb from limb. Union Pacific gold, heavy in the sack. Tied the watchman up, left him on the bloody track. Reckon this old shaft is a mighty fine place to hide, but the shadows keep on moving on the other side. Timbers are groaning, dust falling from the roof. Devils in the bedrock searching for the proof. Y'all hear that whistle blow? The phantom trains are coming. Deep down in the holler where the canary died, ain't no God up above, ain't nowhere to hide. Swallowed by the mountain, choke on the blackest coal. The phantom brakeman's waiting to take a heavy toll. Yeah, the gold is turning to ash and the exit's caved right in. Sat in the pitch black for 3 days or more. Spit out a broken tooth on the cold cavern floor. Dynamite's all gone, pickaxes broken too. Ghosts of the railmen standing and looking at you. Y'all keep the shiny gold, I just want a breath. All you sinners and the strays, wood rot on the floorboards, counting down the days. Got the good book in my left hand, a diamond back in my grip, watching all the congregation, waiting for the slip. They're drinking from the chalice, tasting that bitter brew, telling them it's holy, but the devil's passing through. Hear that thunder rolling across the barren plain. Ain't no holy water here, just a heavy acid rain. Y'all better bow your heads, the sermon's about to start. Oh, the chapel's burning down in the middle of the brush. In the venom and the whiskey, ain't no need to rush. Ring that rusted bell, call the vultures from the pine. Ain't no hallelujahs when you cross the crooked line. Yeah, the shepherd's leading sheep straight into the fire. Counting up the tithe, sweet Sister Mary, she's barely even alive. I sold them cheap salvation for a pocket full of rust. Now the whole damn congregation is turning into dust. Y'all keep on singing, I'll just lock the doors. Child picket line. Yeah, the shepherd's leading sheep straight into the fire. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, the flames are getting higher. God forgive y'all. Throat, midnight at the crossroads, hounds growling low, heavy is the load. Met a tall stranger in a velvet black suit, and now my hands are shaking and the dirt bears no fruit. Reckon I was desperate for that fortune and fame, signed it in blood on a book with no name. Watch the clock strike 12, feel the temperature drop, heart pumping hard, but the ticks won't stop. Y'all hear that iron rattling? He's right behind. Oh, the ink is dry on the parchment paper, smoke in the air like a ghostly vapor. Sold my soul for a golden string. Now the damn crows are the only ones who sing. Run if y'all want, but you can't outrun the fire. Looked him in the eyes, but he ain't got no face, just an empty shadow in a godless place. Mama always told me, keep away from the ditch. Now I'm just a carcass, making the devil rich. Y'all keep your pennies, I'm paying the price. Said the ink is dry on the parchment paper, smoke in the air like a ghostly vapor. Sold my soul for a golden string. Now the damn crows are the only ones who sing. Run if y'all want, but you can't outrun the fire.